Hey, everybody.
No, give it a second. Give it a second. We're gonna wait for some people to come in. That's how you know people come in and stuff.
Okay. Teach me something, Nate. Teach me something.
We're gonna share it. So we're gonna wait for a few minutes before we start talking about, the questions, or if you guys have any questions,
Yeah, if you have questions, please start putting them in the comments below. Or
No.
What?
Yeah. So nobody's coming yet. I'm sharing this out real quick, guys.
And I don't know, no, I didn't talk to my DM when I came on my live. So while we're waiting for people, I'm going to go ahead and update you guys. So I talked to the DM.
Hey, Chris, what's going on?
He said I have about 3,300 miles left to go, which is about a week. So I will be back on my trainer's truck for a week, which is cool. We're, I think, headed to California next. And I'm going to upgrade in Utah. I talked to him about what did he suggest as a better terminal to upgrade. And he said right now, with the truck I want, which is a condo, that Utah has them readily available. So and that's going to be my home terminal anyway, since I live in California. So he said that I should definitely upgrade in Utah. So that's what's going to be happening. And what else did he say? Yeah, he said it's about, for anybody who's interested in how the upgrade process, he told me it's about a 2 to 3 day process. You have to take a safety class, then you get a schedule, and you have to take so many computer-based trainings. You talk with your logs person, and your logs person kind of looks at how you've been logging while you're on your TNT base to see if you have a good understanding of how to log in and out of call time and manage your time and everything. And if you don't need any help in that area, then basically that was the last step, and they give you keys to your truck, and you can either get routed home so you can pick stuff up for your truck, or...
Speaking of that, anybody that's upgrading, it's preferably if you took home time prior to upgrade. So whenever you come to upgrade, you get your own truck and you start making money. You run up 4 or 5 weeks, whatever, and then you go home. I mean, even if you don't take home time before you upgrade and you need home time, they'll route you through the house for a couple of days, maybe a 34-hour reset, and then pick up the rest of the stuff you need and then go back, get back on the road. So that's something to think about anytime you guys are upgrading. So, hey, city of the country, what's going on? Let me see. Chocolate Boy's got a question. So my question is, I don't have my CDL permit yet. So I read online that you have to pay $155 start. Is that true? Yeah, it's $100 for the application fee and $55 for permit.
And in Utah, you have to come with your permit. Keep in mind, he's out of Missouri.
Yeah.
I'm coming out of Salt Lake City, so we can kind of give you the two. There's little minor differences. They don't take you if you don't have your permit already. When you go to Utah, you have to already have had it in the state that you're coming from. So,
okay.
And it's just $100. The fee you pay, you're not paying that $55 because you're not paying to get your permit. It's just $100.
Yeah, you would have to get your permit back in your home state. Home state, yeah. Hey, Keisha, what's going on? City of the country. 21 days before I can come get your permit.
What?
Your permit. Her CPAP. I'm sorry. So, we're over here doing our thing, and nothing but the truth. That's right, Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah. Not that anybody wants to go there because
listen, I'm gonna say Utah is so relaxed compared to here. Now, this is a beautiful, lovely place. I like it here, but I really enjoy going through Utah. Sorry.
All right, so Tiny House has some questions. We'll answer those while if you guys have any questions. How much is the TWIC card? TWIC card is $136.
And I think they break it up into
two payments. They break it into two payments after you get your CDL. It won't happen until after you have your CDL, which is at that point you become an employee of Prime. You're not an employee until you have your CDL. You are in the NBA, never broke again. So
never broke again. Say that again.
Never broke again. As long as you got your CDL in good standings, you never broke again. You know what I mean? You got doors open left and right. So, hey, Tiny. Hey, Tiny. Hey, Junior. How long should I be in trucking before you decide to be a trainer? Well, ABC, you know, if you're here in Prime, they said you have to do 9 months. Was that?
YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. You have to be a driver, solo driver for 9 months before you can be considered a train. And at that point, they'll check your safety record, make sure your fuel mileage is good and all that whatnot. You know, because if you're going to be training somebody, they're going to make sure you train in the proper way. So let me see.
And we definitely, just to chime in, as a woman, there's a lot of guys that can't train women because they're married or whatever, and that's understandable. And then there's a lot of women, I just found out today, that actually say that they don't want to train women. So if there's women coming out here and you feel comfortable training, or you feel like you have enough knowledge to train, sorry, text message, we really do need a lot, especially PSD. Like, women are out here and they are getting trained in night programs, or like Utah, the night program is like the day program, same concept. But if you're able to train and you're a woman and you want to train other women, like, know that is definitely in high demand. So like, if you're a good trainer or you're a good teacher, think about that, and you can make good money doing it.
Another thing, ABC, going back to ABC's question, Prime gives you 9 months before you can be considered. Now, at that point, doesn't mean you are able to train. You have to think to yourself, am I able to teach somebody the ropes, ins and outs of this job, you know, safely?
Definitely.
So that's something you have to think about before anything. So
first, that's going to get into my first question, since we're talking about training anyways, because you don't want to be a mediocre trainer, because you have to remember that somebody, like, when you're in a big truck, people's lives are in these trucks. There's people around you in car. Like, you can't just half-ass, excuse me, because I don't normally cuss, but you can't half-ass do it. If you're going to be a trainer, you need to take it serious. It can't just be for the money. You have to actually care and teach people the safe ways to drive, because how would you feel like if one of your trainees killed themselves in a truck because you didn't teach them properly? But I'm going to get into one of my first questions.
Wait, before you do that, let me answer some of these questions.
Okay.
Hey, Ryan, I start there on the 14th and going to bed, start crazy waiting. Oh, man, Ryan, that's all right, man.
We going to be here.
Kevin Brown says, I just started watching your channel and I'm enjoying it. Keep up the good work. I'm a sideline with illness, but I hope to be back soon. You both be careful. All right, Kevin. That's what's up, man.
Thanks, Kevin.
Chris says, TinyHouseDreaming, I messaged you on Instagram. Are you still active on there?
I have to re-download Instagram to my phone. I had to delete it because I didn't have enough space to upload a video to YouTube. So I'm going to download it again. So my bad for anybody that's leaving comments and I have not responded.
Yeah, like, oh my God, we need to get response. You know what I mean? Yeah. Someone said there's one other fee that you have to pay if you get your CDL. Y'all know about that? Nope. The other fee would be the TWIC card, which everybody has to do. So yeah. I'm so ready to come. Okay.
We ready to have you.
Shirley says, wow, you only have 3,000 more miles until you drive on your own. It seems like yesterday you just started this journey.
I'm like, I want to do the Cabbage Patch and the Running Man and all of that around here.
ABC, yes. Let me see. Does Prime give bonuses for referrals? Yes, they definitely do. And
conflict of interest. No, if you want to use Junior as a referral, like, because a lot of you guys watch him, you might have come over to my channel because of him, like the video he put on his page. If you're watching me, whatever's fair, whoever is the reason why you come here, use them as a referral. But yes, we do get bonuses, and it's like when you come in here, if you take it serious what you're doing, it kind of makes them take you serious as like you are actually bringing in quality people versus like just people that suck.
Yeah, so my driver code is Maturo. What's your driver code? Maturo, MATURO. Your driver code?
My code is BRDES, B as in Victor.
So it's like she said, you know, whoever inspired you to come out here and get this CDL. I mean, me personally, a lot of people watch my videos, and all I can do is thank them, you know, for watching my stuff. And all I ask for out of everybody, if you come here, just put me down as a referral. You know what I mean? That's all I ask. ABC says, excellent point, guys. Junior, I put you down as a reference. City of the country. I appreciate that. Ryan, same starting in Utah. Chocolate Boy says, lease or company drive, which one is better? Well, me personally, I always tell people to do company first, get your feet wet, then jump in the water with the sharks. Because me personally, when I came out here, I didn't know what I was doing. I got my CDL at Prime. I did company, and then I went lease. Now I'm doing the lease purchase, one step at a time. You know what I mean?
And that's kind of how I'm following. I'm in a go company. You have to learn how things work out here. Like just being on a trainer's truck doesn't teach you enough. Then if you feel comfortable, like you can handle it, because your paperwork and your taxes and all that stuff, like you have to work that out. It's a little bit more than a company. So if you are not ready to handle that, then don't get yourself into something that you can't.
Meaning don't bite more than what you can chew.
Yeah.
So City of the Country says, I came to the channel because of him. You and my sister share the same name and state of residence. All right, that's what's up. City of the Country came over because of me. And Ryan says, do newbies have a choice of who trainer is? Well, not really.
Yeah.
Not really, because
I mean, if you know somebody and you're in correspondence with a trainer, like you happen to know them, I know when I did my application, there's a line that asks you, are you requesting a certain trainer? But I mean, for the most part, not. I mean, you're not gonna know a trainer unless you happen to be a lucky person. So, not really.
Yeah. Ryan says, I'm planning on going to straight leads, but I want a trainer who's running the business that right away. Well, it's hard to do that because you don't know if that'll be a company driver or a lease driver. I watch your channel as well. I enjoy it as well. Kevin, that's what's up, man. All right, so it says, Carol Ray says, I'm very proud of you, TinyHouseDreaming. I've been watching you from the beginning journey to see your excelling in wonderful, and it has me excited about my opportunity to become the prime. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. As a company driver, can you put logos on your truck? Yes. Wait, let me take that back. Let me take that back. No, as a company driver, no.
No? I was told otherwise.
Well,
by one of the tire foreman that I have a video way down below. He told me if you're a company driver and you pay for your wrap or whatever, you can have it sent to them and they'll put it on for you.
My bad.
It's coming out of your pocket.
Yeah, you're right.
I think you have to pay for them to take it off.
Whether you company or lease, you can do vinyl decals on the truck. So we don't interview our trainers. So bad info. What do you mean? Nothing but the truth. You can interview.
Yeah, you can.
You want to ask them questions and stuff. So.
And most trainers are gonna want to kind of talk to you for a minute, like so they pull you to the side and maybe have lunch with you or something at the terminal, and they get to know like you. And then at that opportunity, you have time to ask them things as well. And if you kind of know that it's not going to be a match, that would be, you see something going wrong from that first meeting, then say something or clarify whatever you're feeling that ain't right or something.
Yeah, you can get a bike rack. You can definitely get a bike rack. Now, the question is, how often are you gonna ride it? So, I'm being honest with you. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny or anything, because when you get out here, it's hard to even do activities or anything. You definitely want to get some rest and stuff. So let me get to the questions that Tiny House has for me.
Okay, so first question is, speaking of training, I'm going to go into this one first. What should one expect from their trainer in the PSD stage and in the TNT stage? And how do you know, like, if you are coming out here and you're new, you don't really know what you don't know yet, how do you know if you're being trained poorly to, like, report that back to a DM?
Well, that's a good question. That's a very good question. Well, first of all, on the PSD part of training, which is prime student driver, you are going to be learning the fundamentals to pass your CDL when it comes to test time. You're going to be doing pre-trips, you're going to be doing backing, and you're going to be doing driving. 3 things. That's all you're going to be doing. You may be logging in on duty, off duty, whatever. But other than that, you're not going to be doing anything. You shouldn't be doing anything other than backing, driving, and pre-tripping. So with that being said, if you are not being properly trained, you're going to know right away. I'm going to use us two as an example. Hey, Truck and Review Channel, how you doing? So if I'm her trainer, no, she's my trainer. So if she's my trainer, and it's been about 2 weeks now since we're on the road, and I've only backed up 1 time, or first week, and I've only backed up 1 time. I'm going to be asking, hey, Tiny, are we going to do any backing, or are we just going to be driving? Because, I mean, I think I got the going forward down pretty good. So that's some of the questions you want to ask yourself, or ask them as a trainer. And then if the trainer doesn't resolve the issue, then you go talk to the DM. And if the DM doesn't resolve the issue, you either reach out to me or you talk to somebody higher up. So you want to talk to the trainer, dispatcher, and then higher ups. If you're not being trained properly, you're gonna know. They're not teaching you, showing you the pre-trip. I'm not mechanically inclined. I don't like to get my hands dirty. You know what I mean? My hands are smooth. So, me personally, I don't like to random expressions.
I think you're talking about me. I was in the prime shop.
Come and give us some of those expressions then.
I think you're here. Where are you?
So,
I want to meet you.
What was I saying?
About the bad training. If you're
So if your trainer's not showing you how to do a pre-trip, where the alternator is, or the whatever it may be, you don't train back. Whatever it may be. So
for those of you who have been following me for a while, I had an issue where my PSD trainer wouldn't let me back at all, and she kept telling me that I'm gonna teach you when we're done with PSD. We're gonna go back to the pad and teach you, and she never taught me, and like that caused me 2 weeks of having to be at the terminal getting put in the day program to learn from Brad. Like, you guys know my experience, which it put me where I need to be. Like, I was able to trifecta. I learned what I needed to learn, and that's why this is a good question, because you don't know what you don't know when you're out there. So had I realized that, no, she does need to have me back in, I would have called and made a call and got off her truck before I spent all this time with her. And she came back and like, she literally just left me on the pad and never showed up. I mean, you guys know I made that frustrated video. So don't let that, learn from my mistakes. And also with the pre-trip, how he's saying the only thing that she would go over with me in the pre-trip is the in-cab. And she kept saying, because it's too cold. We'll learn it later. Well, it's going to be cold and we get back to Utah as well.
I ain't gonna lie.
I stood out in the cold for a week.
Mingo, what's going on?
All by myself, going over the pre-trip and learned it. But that is something that your trainer is responsible. They're getting paid off of you learning these things. Like, don't let them take advantage.
Yeah, like for real. Like, see, that's one thing.
If anything, that's your time.
That's one thing that I know it's cold outside, guys. Put a jacket on, put some pants on. Tough it out. That's part of being a trainer. And, as a student, you have to show initiative. You have to show you really want to do this. You know what I mean? You have to show that you're out here to want to get this card. So I'm the type of person or trainer that if you come out here and get on my truck, you better show me you really want this, because I ain't got time for you. We may be cool, Desiree, but he will push you to the side if you ain't showing. Like, you have to be out here. And this ain't no industry where you can come out here and like dance around it. You have to want to be out here, because you're dealing with elements. You're dealing with driving hours and hours by yourself. Like, you have to actually want this. If this lifestyle ain't for you, then like accept that, and if you get out here and this is like, okay, this ain't what I signed up for, don't just think it's going to change or get any easier. To answer one question I seen come by, yes, you can request a non-smoking trainer. Oh, they're not gonna pair you with a smoker.
My first trainer smoked cigars in the truck, even though she told Prime she wasn't a smoker. So that was something that I reported back to them.
Oh, yeah.
But so if they lie about they're not a smoker and they are, say something. There was another question that
random.
How long? I'll be here until tomorrow. And yes, the flashcards helped tremendously. Like, reading a piece of paper was, because like I said, she wouldn't get out and show me things. So I didn't know like what an alternator looked like, what different things looked like. So I was reading this paper, it meant nothing. But once I put it on flashcards and just broke it down to one thing after another, I remembered it like in literally the matter of maybe 12 to 14 hours. Like, yeah.
Some of the things they say here is,
no, I did not ever drive a manual before I came here. I think somebody had asked that, and no, it was my first time.
Mingo says, Junior, would you be my trainer? Well, how much money you got, bro? Because if you got some money, I'll train you all day, every day, twice on Sunday. Random Expression says, how long will you be here, Tiny?
Till tomorrow morning.
Okay. Will my trainer know and definitely agree on that? With my see no slack. And Bryant, Taco Truck Lover, why did you take that message back, man? What are you gonna teach me?
What you saying?
He ain't gonna teach me nothing. He gonna teach me how to eat. I refer you.
You know who that is?
Yeah, I refer you, Jenny. If I want to train me, you'll make that nice bonus when I finish my year.
Hey, Ryan.
But see, I'm gonna go get it. That's what's up, Ryan. And there's a lot of people that request me. Oh man, city to country. You're probably one of the first ones to ever tell me they downloaded it
nice.
Without me directing them to that page, because A lot of people don't read
I
descriptions
need
on the
to
video.
get that link from you so I can. Some of my subscribers always ask me, and I'm camera shooting the pictures. You probably have a better version.
I just said a lot of people don't read descriptions, so you're probably one of those.
I am one of those. My bad. And what is this? There's this app that the Prezi app that people in Missouri have, like some app that they can look at free trips. We don't have that in Utah, but
I don't know.
Can you tell them about that?
I can tell them where to go.
Yeah,
Nick and Carla know about that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's
her channel. Nick and Carla, a good couple. They're running teams, company drivers. Oh my God, their vibe is so good. Go check out their channel, Nick and Carla. Real cool people. Let me see what this guy talking about. That purple truck. It says OTR Adventures of the Sasquatch. What kind of name is that? Sasquatch looking dude. How to not spill fuel. Really?
My most positive experience while going through your training, just having a good, like I have a really good trainer. He doesn't know everything. He's been training for like a year and a half. He's awesome, but he'll let me know that I don't know. And then that's kind of when I come to people like Junior and ask them. But just like having him be patient with me and actually like every time if I need help, he'll get out. He'll look. He's not lazy. He don't be like, oh, well, I like to do things by myself. So I tell him like, let me do it. Let me think myself through it. But to have a person, like I hear a lot of stories where people are like, my trainer don't tell me nothing. They don't let me back up. They tell me. So having a good trainer, it comes down to like, that's the fundamental.
Going back to the original question, going back to the original question, you want to make sure that you are doing backing, driving, and pre-trip. If they're not going to teach a pre-trip, I mean, a lot of people come in and don't watch YouTube. Oh, wait, hold on.
Carmel, no, it's not too late to come. Come on.
All right. So if they're not going to teach a pre-trip, what else do you have to turn? You can turn to YouTube. A lot of people, when they come in, they're like, oh, don't watch YouTube, this and that. Right. Do not watch YouTube. But if your trainer's not doing what they're supposed to be doing, you got no choice. Because at the end of the day, you have to look out for you.
And watch people who know what they're talking about. This person, he does, 15% left on my phone. He does awesome videos to teach you stuff. And like, I've watched it, like when I'm being out there, like literally watching his video and figuring out, and he knows what he's talking about. So if you have to watch somebody, try to find somebody legitimate, not that's just like talking negative and all of this, but actually is getting to the facts of how to do something, like leaving the opinion out and just telling you how to do it.
Yeah. So real quick, I'm gonna close out on that question. So make sure you're doing backing, pre-trips, and driving on the PSD. On the TNT part, you're learning the meats and potatoes, is what my man used to call it. You're learning the ins and outs to do your job. You're gonna learn the Qualcomm, check in, check out, dispatch, all that. Everything you need to know to be successful on your own. Hey Sabrina, what's going on? So what's your next question? Because over here, somebody didn't charge a phone, even though they knew.
I've been waiting for a minute for something. No, I can't blame him. I didn't charge my phone, but I was busy. I had to like get my questions at the last minute. That was.
Hey Brick, what's going on, my man?
My number one, like quickly tips for when you are transitioning from your TNT phase into upgrading. Like, is there any like little things that could be helpful when you find yourself out there by yourself? And then also, what tools other than the list that Prime gives you? Is there any like little miscellaneous tools that you can recommend that would be helpful for somebody so they don't show up at a shipper and like, oh crap, I don't have this.
Really, you want to have a flashlight. You want to have a tire thumper, a hammer. You just never know when you're going to need that hammer. There's been times where I needed some wire cutters. Definitely have some wire cutters. When you come over here, they're going to give you a list of certain things you're going to need. You're going to need some padlocks. You're going to need your chains. You're going to need some low locks. You want to get a road atlas. You want to get a truck stop pocketbook. You want to, let me see what else. You want to make sure that, yeah, that's it. GPS, don't even get it. Don't spend your money on it. What else? A CB radio, don't even bother. Nobody's going to tell you anything. You don't need a CB to find out what's down the road and all that. You know what I mean? So you're good. Save your money. If you want to spend money on CB, send me the money. I'll give you my PayPal, and then you can send me the money. Save your money.
Okay.
So as transitioning, you just make sure that you ask questions while you're in the upgrade phase, and then just basic stuff. Like the flashlight. You definitely need a flashlight, wire cutters, and stuff like that, basic stuff. So not anything. You want to get some from outbound. You want to get some com checks, some trip sheets. You will be surprised how many times I've ran into people. You know what the trip sheet is, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I ran into people that don't have any trip sheets. Are you serious? Like, bro, like,
like, yeah.
This guy came up to me the other day. He said, "Can I have 2 sheets?" What? Are you only going to do 2 more trips this week? So I gave him 2 little booklets of the trip sheets, and he was like, "Oh my God." Oh my God, what?
You need a trip sheet before you can scan any of the rest of your documents. That's how you're getting paid, people. Take your trip sheets with you. Company or lease.
What was the other question on that?
There's going to be one more question. All these questions, like, it's timely answers. So as a trainer, what do trainers expect from their students? Like, you already said the one where you really expect for a person to take it serious and be, you said the word.
Have initiative.
But like, what else do you expect? Do you expect for them to keep the truck clean? What would you expect from your student? Just basic.
Give me 1 second, guys.
I'm gonna try to see if we're missing.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions.
Yes, it is easy to run. I'm sorry, I probably recap hours. I do it all the time. I don't know what that means. Do you know Sharon? She's so fabulous. She has a YouTube channel and she is back to driving long hauls now. Just wondering. I don't know who that is. Do you, Sharon? Hey, when I first started, I asked to Junior. I'm guessing you asked him. He's like a busy man. So if you so many people want to be trained by him. So don't feel bad that you can't get him. I mean, it's just, there's never enough time. Wow, y'all still live. Just got my permit today on my way to Prime now. Hey, come on down.
Hey, Lugs, that's what's up, my man. Hermano, saludo, mi hermano. Aquí estamos con Tiny House. Tanker Sid, what's going on?
Hey, Sid.
All right, so there was another part to that question you asked me earlier about there's a lot of questions, and, Tiny House is going to be doing this slowly but surely. So
as I'm learning, y'all see that I teach you stuff and talk about stuff as I'm learning, and that's all I can do, really. I mean, like, I'm a rookie out here, so take it for a grain of salt, but I will never tell you guys something that I know is wrong or that I really don't know. I'm good at saying I really don't know, but I think. But I'm going to, as I run into him at the terminal, he just photobombed me today is how I knew he was here. Is I'll ask questions. So if you guys ask me stuff and I don't know, I do keep mental notes so I can ask him and then I'll report back to you guys. But there's I'm running out of battery life. I'm sorry, you guys.
So we're gonna answer one more question. Plus, it's 30 minutes. Like
all of these questions are gonna take more than.
Hey, that's what's up, Catarata. Where you been, man? Can you do a video on the company benefit packets? Yes, I've been meaning to do that. I still have to do one for that, for the company and lease. I want to cover both. It's just I got to get with the benefits lady, so I got to make sure I get with them. Got a question for Junior. What would you recommend for somebody just starting, lease or company? Definitely company, man. Company. Do company first, get your feet wet, and then jump in the lease. So, one last question because...
They're all too long.
No.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
We're going to answer this real quick. What should a trainer expect from a student? Well, first of all, you want to make sure, as a trainer, I want to make sure that my student is going to want to do this. First, you want to do this. Why are you doing this? Do you like driving? Why do you like driving? You got to, body language says a lot. Body language to me says a lot. So you got to I got to make sure you're upbeat, see you're with it. You got to have initiative to come out here and do this. When you're in the truck, you got to clean up after yourself. When students come to my truck, it's not my truck. Never my truck. You never hear me telling my students, this is my truck. It ain't my truck. And if it is, it's not something that needs to be said all the time. So a lot of people go on this power trip and, oh, this is my truck, man. I do what I want, man. It's my rules, man. Nobody got time for that junk. You know what I mean? We know you're the one paying on it. But do I really have to keep stressing that? No. So clean up after yourself. This is another video, but clean up after yourself. Have initiative. Want to do this. Be ready to learn. Be eager to learn. Ask questions. Questions.
And positivity, right?
Yeah.
Like I would think, don't be negative. Like if you're out here and you're super negative, because I'll be running into people and they're really negative, and like that's infectious. It can just ruin a space. Like try to be as positive, enjoy your journey. Like you chose to be out here, try to enjoy it as much as possible. There's beautiful scenery you're seeing. Like look at the positive and everything, and like let that negativity go, because you're sitting behind that wheel for so many hours. It can really like get in your head. And city to country, I'm gonna make a video about using the bungees to fuel up. I love that.
Oh my God,
my trainer does that.
You should have seen what happened. That's why they're talking junk about me, because.
Oh, y'all talking junk? What happened?
See, if you was active on Instagram, you would know.
Man, yes,
yeah,
I would. Probably.
No, I had. Well, Armando, I don't upload videos to upload videos. I upload videos when I know that it's gonna help somebody, or somebody's gonna benefit off of it, because I'm not the type of vlogger or YouTuber or whatever you want to call me that's gonna do videos for views. No. If I know it's gonna help or be good, then I do it. Hey, can you bring her phone, Curtis? Yeah, because this phone's about to die.
It really is.
Like
it keeps saying the low battery. So if we cut out, we ain't.
If we cut out, it's her fault, because I told her
I'm not used to this whole life.
I told her we was gonna be here at a certain time. Obviously, we didn't make it at a certain time, but she should have had her phone in the charger. Bam.
I even got my charger off the truck and left it at the hotel. I was in a rush to get our truck over here.
Now, if you guys could only see how we have our hands free. Show me your hands. Yeah,
I don't have one of these little doohickeys.
No, but I brought it. I was prepared, all that stuff.
I'm learning.
I'm just messing. Is there a plug behind? There is a plug behind, but nobody's gonna lay down back there. And I don't think her cable's that long. Hey, Armando, that's what's up. Brian, nice to see you up there.
I seen somebody say you're from Fairfield. Is that Fairfield, California? Going to Utah? I think that's Ryan and somebody else. I can't wait. My bags have been packed for 4 weeks already.
Wow.
Nice.
Man, that's one video I've been wanting to do. Somebody asked me to do a video. What would somebody need to bring when they come out?
I did a video like that.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Fairfield, California. Hey, my grandmother lived in Fairfield, California. I used to go to the skating rink all the time. We had good times.
So we're gonna end this because me personally, I don't like to do long videos because let's be honest. Who's really gonna sit down and watch a video for 32 minutes? I mean, I guess somebody interested in the game or want to get in here would, but I'm just like to keep it short and sweet. You know what I mean? Look at my video. Tell me what you think.
Okay.
All right, City to Country. We'll go check it out.
City to Country said she got a sister that looks like me, from California, talks like me. I remind her of her sister. I remember that comment. I don't know if I ever said nothing back, but that's cool.
Make no mistakes. Be positive. Give love, respect, acknowledge you people come to Prime. Yes.
Bye, Chuck. Thanks for coming.
Brick. That's what's up, my man. Brick. So, all right, guys, this is lagging. Can you see it's like, because the phone's low on battery.
Have a beautiful night, everybody. I keep thinking it's Friday, but going into Friday, have a safe
weekend.
Weekend.
We're going to be tomorrow, the safety meeting, 8 a.m.
Yes,
free
we
breakfast.
will be.
Free breakfast.
Nice. Yep.
So, Tiny, it was nice seeing you. Nice doing this video. I hope I was able to help you.
Helping me monetize and all that.
Well, you still got to do it on the computer.
I do.
Once your subscribers go up, then you'll be able to monetize. Truly, the option's there right now, but you can't monetize it.
And appreciate you guys for showing up. I don't know. Let me know if you want me to do more live streams. This is like weird for me still.
Well, live streams.
I'm used to just talking to myself.
Real quick for the guys that are in here, people in here. Nobody's giving nobody wrenches. All right, nobody's getting a wrench. The reason for the live feeds are to interact with the subscribers, the viewers. All right, just remember that. A lot of people do live feeds and don't even look at the comments. What's the point of doing a live feed if you're not going to look at the comments?
Very true.
So City to Country says, yes, do more live feeds. Nothing but love. Oh, nothing but the truth says, thanks, awesome. All right, Brian, thank you. And nobody's getting in a wrench. Taco. All right, guys, we're out.
Bye, Tiny. Guys. Have a good night. Talk to you later.
All right, have a good night.
I still don't know how to end this.
You got to hit the X.
Bye.